We begin with this image out of Peoria, and you're seeing that power pole that is snapped in half, and it is on top of that home. Obviously, power is out in this area to about 10,000 people. This is near 75th Avenue and Peoria, and the rain is still pouring down out there, or at least it was just a couple of minutes ago. You can see, Ellen, as we look down, it's more than just one power pole. It is many of them.
Yeah, no doubt. And we've heard of reports in the Peoria area, also North Phoenix area of some serious damage. Wow. And you can just tell, oh my goodness.
The wires are going right across these homes and
right
cars.
Right across the roofs of those homes. Yeah, I mean, what a dangerous situation it potentially could be.
Yeah, you see the flashing lights from the power crews out there who are working, obviously, first of all, to make sure everyone is okay and safe, killing all the power out there just in case there were any live wires. Fire department as well out there, and these appear to be the I can't tell if they're the wooden poles or the metal poles, but typically when one of them goes down, it'll bring down more. And then when you get a couple of them going down, it's just like a domino effect with those poles coming down. And we haven't had any reports of any injuries at this point, so that is good news. But that area got hit really hard earlier tonight by the storm and by the winds that were just whipping up in this neighborhood.
Yeah, and you know, this is kind of when we're starting to hear reports of damage because the rain has stopped in some of these neighborhoods. And so people are coming out of their homes to kind of assess the damage. It is difficult, of course, because it is dark right now. But certainly you can see that damage and how devastating it can be. And how, I mean, this is going to take a long time to clean up.
And we imagine, I don't see how those folks will be able to stay in their homes tonight because of this. So they're probably trying to make arrangements to find another place to stay. And yeah, you mentioned it. It's going to be a big job to repair all of those power poles and to get that neighborhood back up and running with power with those crews working as hard as they can.
And you know, the storms, they are not over yet.
Yeah, it has been a wild night, a wild monsoon season, that is for sure. Fox 10's Stephanie Bennett has been out all night tracking tonight's storm. Stephanie, we are expecting several wet days ahead as well. What does it look like out there right now where you are?
Yeah, Mark and Ellen, we've been driving around Phoenix. We also went to southern Scottsdale and also into the Tempe area. And it was quite ominous seeing these dark storm clouds just rolling in the distance. You could see kind of just sheets of rain near the mountains in the distance. Now just kind of off and on rain showers going through the valley here right now in this area. Not too bad in Phoenix, southern Scottsdale, and also in the Tempe area. But the big storms to watch out for are more into tomorrow and then over the next couple of days. Things are going to get kind of dicey out there. And I mean, it's been less than a week since we saw that big storm move through last Friday. And, you know, people are still cleaning up from that one.
Don't cross running water. If the street's flooded, don't drive into it.
Ominous storm clouds rolled into the valley this evening with rain forecasted for the next couple of days. First responders, utility companies, ADOT, and city workers are all watching and waiting.
Make sure that you stay alert, stay aware.
Brent Olson, Emergency Management Director for the City of Phoenix, says they start preparing for monsoons in June, identifying problem spots and creating a plan in case things get so bad that they have to open an emergency operations center. Better to be safe than sorry.
It just is kind of unpredictable. That's the one thing I say about monsoon is it's predictably unpredictable, is we just don't know where it's going to land.
So far, the valley has seen several big storms. Just last week at Scottsdale, APS repaired downed lines and replaced them with 8 steel poles. This year, the power company added a meteorologist to their staff to better anticipate when and where there might be problems.
Providing us with local and regional forecasts and, you know, just a lot of real-time, information so that we can engage and build a strategy to be in the best position to respond.
For now, crews are asking everyone to remain vigilant and alert.
Make sure that your drains from your roof, any gutters, any drains on the roof, and this goes for businesses too, make sure those scuppers and drains are clear so water doesn't collect on the roof. Because the more the water collects on the roof, the better chance you have for a leak, or worst case, you have something cave in.
Yeah, and guys, out here tonight, it is quite the lightning show. Big streaks of lightning from all directions. So definitely come on outside and take a look if you can, but stay safe, of course. Now, officials have some safety tips for you, especially as we just saw those power poles down. They say whenever you get an alert about a storm coming, or even if it's just a little bit of rain, immediately plug your cell phones in just to make sure that they are fully charged and ready to go in case you do lose power. It's also a good idea to have extra batteries lying around, especially a flashlight, things like that. that. Have non-perishable food, plenty of water, and make sure you know where your medications are too in case you do have to evacuate your home. Guys, back to you.
Stephanie, thank you. And our viewers, yeah, you mentioned it. They are sending in some great video here, and they really do help us tell the story of what's going on in certain neighborhoods. Patty Gallegos Luna sent in this video from the area of 43rd Avenue and Bell. The rain really just kind of coming down, really whipping around as well. Heavy rain also hitting the Casa Grande area. You'll be able to see drivers.
Wow.
They're really needing to take it slow. Through the high water. Probably not advisable to drive through that high water, of course. That is what officials always say. Turn around, don't drive through that. And that was from Kim Adair sending in that video. We appreciate it.
Now, we are not done yet. As we've been mentioning, we have more storms heading our way throughout the night and also throughout tomorrow and Saturday.
And Corey, of course, is watching it all. You've been tracking radar all night long, Corey, so it's been another busy night.
Yeah, busy for sure, and we're going to get right to it, take you on a whirlwind tour of all of these busy spots in the valley and across the state. So that's the cue. We take the graphics now. There we go. Daytime temperatures were just about on target, so we certainly had enough heat out there to boil off some of these thunderstorms. Everything you see in red there is a flash flood warning. This just shows you how much rain has been falling across the area tonight. We'll take the trip closer to the valley now. A lot of the action is west of Phoenix now, but we still do see showers as we take sort of a closer look here. I've frozen the last frame of radar for you, and you can see who's getting most of the weather at the moment, at least close to the valley. Out Wickenburg Way, it's busy there along the Carefree Highway. As you push out toward Florence and south and east of there, between Florence and Eloy, we've got another area of heavy showers. Much of the west side is seeing weather tonight. Things are quieting down in the East Valley. Putting it back in motion now into the White Mountains we go from Show Low up to Snowflake and then on toward Holbrook. It's busy tonight. Things are starting to quiet down a bit across Navajo and Apache counties, and the Grand Canyon is starting to quiet as well. However, once you get into the western part of the state from the Colorado River on down, rather eastward toward about Gila Bend, we have some very heavy rainfall going, and it's a pretty remote area down there in the Goldwater Range. Nevertheless, the showers and thunderstorms have been heavy. It's going to continue to be a busy night. If you're in Ajo, I'm sorry to say you've got lots more strong weather ahead of you as well. Next time we get together, we'll try to get you some of those rainfall totals and take a look ahead toward the weekend as well. Mark?
All right, Corey, thank you. We'll check back in with you soon. And again, we wanted to appreciate all of the videos you've been sending in to us. This one's from Michael Snow. And these storms have really been wild all over the valley. So when you see these in your neighborhoods, if you get the video, please send it in to us. We really appreciate it. We made it easy for you to share them also. Just scan the QR code that is on your screen right there, and we will share our favorite videos on air along with the pictures you send us. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.